Hey, beautiful souls. This is Kanisha with Peace, Love, and Faith. Today, we're going to be talking about mindset and self concept and why these are so important in being able to attract the life that you truly desire, that you know you're deserving of. And ultimately, the only thing that's keeping you from attracting it is you. So, I am going to share on how to identify these things within yourself, what to do. Of course, my favorite tool is the mirror exercise that was taught by my spiritual teachers and guru, Jeff and Shalia Divine. And I really just love talking about this because mental health is a whole new thing that we've started talking about more recently in the last 7 years. So I really want to touch on this. This is moving a lot through the twin flame community and a lot through my clients and of course myself. And this is something that I have really been implementing myself in the last few weeks, and I've seen quite a few changes in many different areas of my life. So your thought process, your self concept, the thoughts that you think every day, we have over 70,000 thoughts a day. And so if we are predominantly having negative thoughts, low energy thoughts, more lower frequency, the other word we can use is like lack consciousness, poverty consciousness, those kinds of thoughts are going to be what I ultimately call separation consciousness. And when we predominantly live on those stem from childhood, anywhere before, right before birth, all the way to 8 or 9 years old. We are all moving through programming from that age until we make the conscious choice to let go of that programming and or that pattern that we picked up from childhood and heal it within ourselves, go to that place, make a new choice, choose a pattern opposite of that, and then continuously choosing that new pattern until we have reprogrammed our thought process and our habits. And so this is something that is going to require a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of gentleness and compassion and love towards yourself in order to really shift, because some of these patterns and thought processes are very deep in or at the core. This is what we call a core upset or core belief. They're at the core. And ultimately, you will see them manifest in your reality in many different ways until you make a different core choice. So, for instance, if you are having the same relationship with all these different people, the only thing that's different is the person, but the relationship tends to unfold roughly around the same way, end roughly around the same way. For me, it was I would have these relationships where we started off kind of as friends, but not really friends. And then we would try to build a romantic relationship and a friendship at the same time. And then ultimately it would end in them cheating or being deceiving or deceptive is the word I'm looking for. And having to let them go ultimately. But I finally had to recognize that I was the core denominator of all these relationships. And it wasn't until my true twin flame came into my life where I was like, yeah, we're not going to have the same relationship. I will not play out this pattern with this man. I will not do it. So it required me to shift and change. And ultimately, it came down to the core beliefs that I wasn't enough, that I wasn't deserving of love, somewhere I believed that I wasn't lovable, that I wasn't worthy of having the ultimate love that I desired. And because I held these core beliefs, they manifested in resulting in having partners that I attracted who would mirror to me not being enough, not wanting to fully commit, not seeing my worth or value, and ultimately disrespecting me because somewhere I was disrespecting myself. So when you truly allow yourself to look at what your core beliefs are about yourself when it comes to relationships and love, when it comes to what you think about men or women, what you think about money, what you think about family, all of those things have core beliefs that you hold on to. The most common core beliefs are going to be around worthiness, feeling enough, your value, seeing that you are love and worthy of love, all these different things that kind of come back to 5 or 6 core beliefs. A lot of people fear being abandoned, or feeling like they're going to be rejected. These are all core beliefs that we all hold on to, and they tend to manifest in different ways, but you'll see how you will manifest them due to the belief that you're holding on to. So the way you can start really paying attention to that is just your daily uh, things that you say to yourself. How do you speak to yourself? Is it criticizing? Or is it loving? Is it a voice where you heard your parents say things to you in not such a loving way, and now you speak to yourself that way? Or maybe you had very nurturing parents, but maybe you were bullied as a child, so you're hearing other people's voices in your mind that's telling you, like, you're not good enough. Why are you even trying? You're gonna fail. Of course, they didn't love you. Stuff like that. Those are all voices of ego. That is not of love. That is not of oneness. And so, this is what we want to heal. When you become very aware of your mindset, you will start to see that how you think about yourself and what you believe about yourself is what other people mirror back to you. And when you are truly pursuing your true twin flame and on that journey, your twin flame is always, always, always going to reflect to you how you feel and believe about yourself, because they are you. They are your perfect mirror. And so if you feel unworthy of love, not enough, and not deserving, you're going to see actions and aspects of them showing you that you're not worthy, deserving of love. And it's going to feel like they don't want to love you, but at the core, they're having to mirror to you your belief because you share one consciousness with them. So they are your perfect mirror. Once you start to heal this, you'll see them reflect a different reality back to you, because they can only mirror to you your core belief. You share the same core beliefs. You will do the same for them. They will also feel the same. If you feel unworthy of love, they also feel unworthy of love. So there's a part of them that feels like they don't feel deserving in order to love you because they don't feel good enough. So it's the same core upset. It's just going to manifest a little differently on the outside. So really working on looking at your beliefs. If you feel that you never get commitment, you will see your significant other or whoever it is that you're manifesting, your twin flame, your specific person, which I hope everyone's manifesting their twin flame, because that's just the greatest for humanity, is you healing and becoming the best version of yourself and choosing unconditional love and then spreading that. But anyways, when you're manifesting your true twin flame, you really want to make sure that you are doing it from a place of unconditional love, because if you're trying to manifest them but you're having a not so unconditional loving relationship with yourself, you're going to get that relationship manifested back to you, and it's going to be completely like highlighted in your life of all the places where you're not actually in harmony with yourself. So allowing yourself to heal this using the mirror exercise. And when you do that, you'll start to get to the core of where you picked up the belief and why you hold on to it, and you can make a new choice to let it go and shift in that space. And so being in that space of, okay, I'm judging myself, or I am rejecting myself, or I am just not seeing myself as good enough, you're able to go within and give yourself love there. And you can really shift your outer reality by shifting within. A lot of people make the mistake of, my twin flame doesn't want a commitment with me, and so I'm just going to abandon this relationship and leave. But my question to you is, what belief or what pattern are you holding on to that you believe within yourself that you're not worthy or deserving of commitment? So they're mirroring that to you so that you can let that go. Choose love in that space. Choose to know that you're worthy, deserving of commitment, because it's your birthright and you're actually created with this person. And when you truly start to embody that belief and relax into it, you will see them shift there, because they are you and they're meant to mirror to you your core beliefs. So being aware of your mindset. If you're looking at your reality and thinking that you are having things happen to you, like going into that victim mentality of, they don't want me, they don't desire me, they're doing this to me, they're really mirroring to you somewhere where you're holding on to those beliefs that you're deserving of that attention, or you're deserving of that, what's the word I'm looking for? Not attention, but it's not coming to me. I'm going to let it go. But really allowing yourself to be the change instead of looking for other people to change or things to change in your reality. You have to be the change. So when you heal your mindset into a more abundant mindset, a more loving mindset, oneness consciousness, Christ consciousness, really for me, it's trying to see myself, working on seeing myself the way that God sees me, and not in a like, oh, I'm holy and righteous and that kind of energy, not that kind of energy of like seeing myself as a divine child of God, where I have to sometimes give myself forgiveness and I have to give myself that comfort and unconditional love. And I am growing and I'm learning. And so mistakes are going to happen. And am I able to give myself compassion and unconditional love and acceptance there when I do those things? Can I really come from a nurturing, unconditional loving space for myself, or am I going to continue to berate myself and be hard on myself when I move through things? This is why your twin flame is also here, is to help you move out of this energy of separation into this energy of oneness, for you to see your divinity, to see your truth, to see that you are love, you are deserving of all things that you desire. So really healing your mindset by doing things like being aware of your thoughts. Affirmations are really great. I'm going to do a video here shortly of giving you some affirmations for your twin flame journey. And I also would recommend just spending time asking yourself, how do you feel about yourself, and really starting to cultivate a healthier relationship with yourself by checking in and making new choices. If you find yourself working on this and then you find yourself reverting back, I really highly recommend being very gentle with yourself. I don't mean like let yourself off the hook. Like you're learning, guys. This is something Shalia has told me before. Let yourself off the hook, make a new choice. This is something my twin flame also taught me, was that I wasn't allowing myself to do that because he would be very hard on himself when he would make a mistake. Instead of letting himself off the hook and making a new choice, he felt that he had to kind of punish himself or make himself feel bad in order to change. And I recognized within myself that I did that too, but I could see that it wasn't working. So I might as well try something new. And when I started being very compassionate and loving towards myself, anytime I reverted back and I was just like, hey, is this really what I want to do? Is this really the choice I'm making? I don't desire that. Let's make a new choice again and redirect ourselves back to the path that we're on. And as I've done that, he started to do the same. So as you change and heal within yourself and shift your concept about yourself, you will see the world and your twin flame do the same. When you start to say loving things, nurturing things to yourself, sometimes I don't always believe it, but when I start repeating myself over and over again, it's like I know that this is the truth because it's how I was created, but I'm so programmed to believe the opposite and separation that it is going to require me to kind of just keep repeating it to myself until I start to relax into it and like, yeah, that is true. I am deserving of love. I am love. I am lovable. There's no need for me to like prove that to myself because that's just how I was created. I am worthy. I am enough. That's what God feels and believes about me because I'm created in his image. And I'd rather choose and believe that than believe the lie that I'm horrible or that I'm a victim or that I don't get love. Like that's a really shitty feeling to sit in. And so you have to make the core choice to shift from what you've been told into what is the truth of who you are. And as you really choose that, you will find that you're able to relax more and that really great things start to happen in your life because it's reflecting how you feel about yourself and how you feel within. When you truly feel peace about yourself and what's it called? Acceptance for yourself, you will see the world start to receive and accept you on the level that you truly desire. Being completely honest with yourself in this place is going to be very crucial. And so when you're honest without judgment, you will find that it'll be easier to start to heal these places. And I guarantee you'll see a change in your twin flame union too, because they share the same subconscious mind as you. It's also important that you're not looking at your twin flame as separate as you, because when you're looking at them as separate as you, you're looking at yourself separate from all of you, from your divine self. You're seeing yourself from a distorted point of view instead of oneness and a whole loving point of view. So I hope this makes a lot of sense on how to really start looking at these places. This is kind of a basic of just starting to be aware of these thought processes, aware of your patterns, aware how you think about yourself, and start to write those things down so that you can start catching them and like, hey, I can see where I'm sitting here thinking I'm not doing enough. And in truth, I have done quite a bit, but because I have my mom in my head or my teacher in my head telling me like, you need to do more, and it's making me feel bad and guilty, that is not the voice I want to continue hearing. You want to hear God's voice, which is, you're doing enough. You're enough right now. There's nothing you need to do to be enough. You are enough. And when you start believing that, you will start to see things shift dramatically. I promise you. So if you would like more support on this, definitely check out the link below or ask questions. I do answer your comments. I'm here to support and guide you in any way that I can. But peace, love, and faith to you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.